Mm. Yeah, so good afternoon. Yeah, so you are going to be looking at the NFP, how it's going to happen. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. So we chop loss this morning, but that doesn't mean we are going to stop watching the market. Okay, so let's see what they are expecting from the market. So this you are going to be having an upcoming news event at 12:30. So it's left with, let me check there. So just a quick webinar because some people requested for this. So I want you people to understand how it looks like. So it left with some 20, it left with 23 minutes for the news to be released. So this is how it works. When it comes to the fundamental, this 12:30, you are going to be having NFP, so non-farm employment change. So this is how you're going to interpret the news and what I'm going to be expecting from the dollar. So this is a mix of data. This is a mix of data. So 12:30, you are going to be having average earnings month by month. So they are expecting the numbers to be less. They are expecting lesser numbers. And non-farm employment change too, they are expecting what? Less numbers. So with NFP, that means what? The previous numbers is 254, and the numbers that they are forecasting is 106k, which is less than the previous month. So what am I expecting the dollar? So employment, that means what? The dollar is going to be weak when it comes to NFP. Weakness in the dollar, but we are having unemployment rate too, which the numbers are equal. So equal numbers sometimes brings uncertainties. You don't know where exactly price is going to be heading to. So we're having mixed data over here. Average earnings, non-farm employment change, and unemployment rate. So we're having mixed data over here. So let's check the technicals and see the technical analysis. So currently, when it comes to the daily, price is currently on this strong area of interest. It's making a pullback, and I think now it's trying to break through. Price is currently trying to break through. By looking at the H4 candle, the H4 candle opened with no wick, so the chances that you will see a pullback is very high. The chances that you might see a pullback is very high. Price is currently on this strong area of interest. So since this morning we were going for a sell, so I still have, so since the dollar is going to be weak, so the pound, that means the pound is going to be strong. If what they are projecting if what they are projecting is true, then the pound will be strong. Then the pound is going to be strong. So it's all going to be buy stop and sell stop. it's going to be buy stop and a sell stop. So let's see what's going to happen around 12:30. So it's left with 20 minutes for the news to be released. But I strongly, since this one is a rejection level, I strongly believe maybe we might have a pullback around this side. Get it? So this morning we were expecting a sell around this side. So sometimes probability, the market is all about probabilities. So sometimes probability will be in your favor, sometimes so it will be against you. So it all depends on the market condition. So that doesn't mean you have to change the way you see the market. You need to stick to the way you see that based on your past glories. You don't have to be switching. It's just market probabilities, because the same trade you've taken it over and over again. You've taken the same trade over and over again. So that doesn't mean you have to shift the way you see the market. It's just probability that wasn't in your favor. So it's all going to be buy stop and sell stop at this point. But I'm having hope that NFP, since they are expecting the dollar to be weak, that means the pound should be strong. And currently, checking the technical analysis, price is currently on what? A strong area of interest. So the chances that this one can reject price to move further down is very high. But at this point, they have, according to the fundamental, they strongly believe that what the dollar is going to be weak. We are going to see weakness in the dollar. So let's see around 12:30. So it's still heading up. So the chances that price might pull back, price might move up is very high. I'm expecting the pound to be strong, continue the bullish trend. By technical analysis too is saying what price has gotten to a rejectional level that it might reject price to move further down. So that's what they are expecting. But let's see. But according to technical analysis, all the time frames are downtrend. So I was really surprised price is still heading up. So this is just a minor pullback. Okay, it's just a minor pullback, because now that the wave one has started, so we are expecting a pullback. When it comes to technical, wave one has now started. We are expecting a pullback, then price will continue down. That's what I'm expecting it to happen when it comes to the technical analysis. So the pullback can be this side or this side. If price is pulling back, it can pull back to this side. It can pull back to this side or this side. So the last point price is going to invalidate the daily structure is at this level. So anytime price will get, it's either going to get to this side or it's either going to get to this side. So it depends on what price is going to do. So let's see. So as I said, I'm having strong hope or belief that price, this level might what reject price from moving further down. This level might reject price. So it's left with some few minutes. It's left with 17 minutes. So technical analysis and fundamental analysis are not consistent with each other. The fundamentals, according to how I saw the fundamentals, how I interpreted it, I noticed that what price might what continue the bullish trend. So I'm expecting the dollar weakness according to the forecasted and what the previous numbers. I'm expecting dollar weakness. So average hourly what earnings. So the average hour earnings was 0.3, which is very bad. The non-farm employment change is what 106, which is also very bad. Comparing it to the previous numbers, which is very bad. So I'm expecting the NFP to continue moving down. I'm expecting the news event would push price further down. That's what I'm expecting it to happen. So let's see, the news will be released very soon. So it's left with 15 minutes for the news to be released. So let's see what's going to happen. So when the news is about to happen, so the way the candle has formed, if we are trying to trade this news event, unless it sets, so now the high has already been broken. The previous candle high has already been broken. So if we are using the H1 candle, the high has already been broken. Yeah, so I'm expecting this one to this level to reject price, but maybe we might see some spike before price might come down. You might see some spike, price might move up. And this one too is a mixed data. We're having mixed numbers over here. We're having unemployment rates at the same time. We're having non-farm employment change. So two data, we're having a mix of data. Okay. So unemployment and what non-farm employment change. So they are all at what 12:30. So this today is very. So that's why price is even ranging. We are not seeing proper or what good movement in price. They are all ranging. That's why we are seeing price ranging at this level. So let me see something. Yes. Cool. Okay. So you see the level is rejecting price to move further down. So it's left with 15 minutes. So this is how you are going to set the buy stop and the sell stop. The sell stop is going to be here. So this way is very risky. This is going to be the sell stop. So the moment this one is going to be the sell stop. This one is going to be the sell stop. So when it comes to the buy stop, unless price break above this one, unless the candle close, price is already high. It's all-time high. So buy stop. So unless the candle close, so it will be closed around in the next 30 minutes because the high has already been broken. So it's going to be very difficult to set it unless this candle close. By the way things are going, I strongly believe that we are going to continue the uptrend. I strongly believe that the uptrend is going to continue based on the economic events over here. So since the level is very strong, price is getting rejected on that level, the daily level. So this morning, this was the level that I was expecting price to get to, but it got retraced at the H4. The H4 gave us the retracement at this point. That's why we entered on this level, but it's still the next level. So if price close around this level, then maybe Monday will be a nice day for us to also get a trade again. So it's left with 11 minutes for the news to be released. 11 minutes for the news to be released. But we need to wait for the 30 minute candle to close before. And 30 minute candle closure too is going to align with the time the news is going to be released. So it's going to be very hard. So you see how the 50 minute candle has opened with the exhaustion candles. So it can either flip, but the chances that price might pull back So now technical analysis is saying differently. Fundamental analysis too is also saying differently. But we have to wait for the news to be released before. You have to wait for the news to be released. But if you want to trade the news, you can either what? If you want to trade the news, you can either set stop loss, sell stop over here, then the buy stop. But I'm very sure it will continue the uptrend. I'm very, very sure the uptrend is going to continue. I'm very sure. So 10 minutes more for the news to be released. Let's see how it's going to go. So it might move, it might continue the uptrend the way it's moving. Yeah, so according to the fundamentals, I strongly believe that price will continue. The uptrend will continue. But as to where to set the buy stop is going to be very difficult unless you wait for the candle to close. Unless you wait for the candle to close, because the dollar is going to be weak. According to the numbers given, the dollar is going to be weak. So I'm pretty sure the uptrend is going to continue. Wow, so it has already started. The buy stop has even is getting. So you need to wait for the buy stop to get the candle to close. So it's still continuing the uptrend. The uptrend still continues. I'm sure maybe the price is really doing uh price is so maybe price might retrace on level. So the downtrend still maintains. So the next level might be around this point. So let's see the closure of the candle. Okay, so we are having what 3 minutes for the news to be released. News to be released. So either when this one close, so now the buy stop can be at this point. So this is how they normally trade the news. The buy stop can be at this point, but I have to note that trading the news can be dramatic. So it's left with 3 minutes for the news to release. So let's all watch and see what's going to happen. So I'm expecting the continuation. I'm expecting the dollar to continue, the pound to what? To continue to be strong. That's what I'm expecting. So maybe this one can just make a U-turn, then it will continue the uptrend. So 2 minutes more for the news to be released. 2 minutes more. 2 minutes more for the news to be released. I think in the afternoon time. Okay. So you see the exhaustion candles. So is it going to turn? Is it going to be opposite of what I'm saying? Because according to maybe these numbers, that maybe the numbers will come out and it's not going to be exactly what you were expecting. But let's see. Maybe it might come out and it will not be exactly what you are expecting. But these are the forecasted and what the previous numbers, and trying to interpret it. It looks like what the dollar is going to be weak. So we need to see what continuation. The pound needs to what continue the bullish trend. The pound needs to continue the bullish trend. So 1 minute more. So 1 minute more. I strongly believe that it's going to continue the uptrend. So less than a minute. Less than a minute. So 57. So few seconds, 40. So the buy stop is going to be here, the sell stop is going to be here. So less than 19 seconds. So if this one gets triggered, exactly. Eh, So let me check gold. As I said. So the network is very bad. So that's how we trade the news. So as this one gets